Welcome to the Super Bowl. You're playing in the big leagues now. So this is the Super Bowl of your university career, and you've already won. Congratulations. Enjoy the greatness of this moment to its fullest. Allow yourself to really see it, taste it, touch it, experience it with all of your senses. That's what you do with a huge victory in your life. You revel in it. That's what we do in football too. Did you know when a football team wins the Super Bowl, every single member of the team gets to touch the Lombardi trophy? They get to put their hands on it. They get to hug it. They get to kiss it. They get to hoist it in the air. Now the trophy starts out really shiny and new. But after all of the players have touched it, it gets sticky from the sweat and oils from their hands. But no one minds this because that means every member of the team has immersed themselves fully in that exceptional experience. In fact, it's such a tradition, and it's not just a tradition where every NFL player wants to win the Super Bowl. The dream is to hoist that sticky Lombardi. That's what I want you to do today. Immerse yourself fully in this exceptional experience as you reflect back and celebrate the great journey that brought you here today. As you know, it's a journey also familiar to me. I had the honor of graduating from this prestige university in 1997. Go Eagles. As you reflect back on your journey, please remember no one gets to the Super Bowl on their own. Imagine trying to hike the ball, pass it, run down the field, catch it after evading 11 players all trying to tackle you. Talk about a Hail Mary, right? Then score a touchdown, all by yourself. You can't possibly do it. You have to have an entire team of people to help you along the way. It's the same thing here. Your parents, your brothers, your sisters, faculty members, advisors, coaches, and more were there every step of the way to help you reach this goal. Let's give them a hand right now and thank them for their support and encouragement. In football and in life, you need to kick back and celebrate for when you accomplish something this big, right? Think about when a football team wins the Super Bowl. A player gets asked to do a commercial for a certain well-known theme park. Some of you know where I'm going with this, right? The announcer says, "You just won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do next?" And that player says, "What?" "I'm going to Disney World." Right? They kick back and they celebrate too. But once the celebrating is done, they buckle down and get right back to work so they can win it again. They want to go out there. Who wants to just win the Super Bowl once? Everyone wants to achieve that level of greatness multiple times. In fact, when a team does win the Super Bowl multiple times, of course each time they get a shiny, non-sticky Lombardi. They call it a dynasty. The Pittsburgh Steelers are a dynasty. I see you back there. In that same spirit today's graduation is not the end for you. It's only the beginning of what will hopefully be a long string of wins where you are able to rise to that same level of greatness that you've achieved today. So I ask you, what are you going to do next? Are you going to take your ball and go home? Or are you going to create your own personal dynasty? As I thought about the goal and preparation for speaking with you today, I knew I wanted to share 3 important lessons that helped me achieve my dreams that will help you create your dynasty. First and foremost, expect greatness. If you don't expect to win in life, I guarantee you, you never will. So expect greatness from yourself and everyone around you. There will be some times where people will tell you not to, but you can't listen to them. When I was a 7-year-old kid, I dreamed of being an NFL player. But when I started sharing that dream with others, one man told me, greatness doesn't live here. Greatness doesn't live here. Just because of where I was from and who I was, he had already determined that my dreams were basically over before they've even begun. I should just face the fact that big dreams were out of my reach, but I didn't believe him. So I continued to not only dream big, but to expect those dreams would come true. And they did. So never expect anything less than greatness in your life. The second lesson is, you must believe in yourself. Because here's the thing about big dreams. Dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action, and sometimes you may be the only person that can see your vision. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about, because I'm sure at some point you were told that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you're not talented enough. Well, maybe you didn't even come from the right background. You can either buy into that lie, or you can challenge that lie and say, I don't believe that. I refuse to believe that. Because even though that you don't believe greatness may live here, I believe that greatness lives here and in here. I believed in me, and I believe in you too. And finally, the third lesson is to get the right players in your pocket. Some of you are looking like, my pocket? What does my pocket have to do with this? In football, my pocket was the 5 offensive linemen that created a pocket of protection around me to allow me to throw the ball and execute the play. Who's in your pocket? Who will you surround yourself with? Who will protect you? Who will advise you? And who will give you the best chance of achieving greatness in your life? Consider very carefully who you let in your pocket. The right people can guide you and help you win, and the wrong people, well, sometimes you don't even realize when somebody becomes a critical member of your pocket, especially when you come to a crossroad in your life. When I was attending school here at Eastern Michigan, just staying right down the street in Glencoe Hills apartment, February 18, 1996, I received a call from my mother, and she told me that my sister, Danielle, at the age of 17, has been shot and killed in a drive-by shooting in my hometown of Pittsburgh. It was less than a mile from our home. As I drove home in a state of shock, and over the next few days, I almost let my anger get the best of me that caused me to do something very destructive in my own life. I wasn't even sure if I was going to return home to school. I felt like quitting. But one of my coaches, former Eastern Michigan University offensive coordinator, Dan Henson, he talked to me not as a coach, but as a friend. And he said, I know you're upset, and you have every right to be angry. But please put this into perspective. You've come too close to achieving your dreams to throw it all away now. So think very carefully about this. And if you still feel like quitting school was right for you, I'll respect your decision. But please don't make it without seriously considering the consequences, or you'll regret it the rest of your life. Coach Henson literally changed my life that day. He helped me realize that it was bad enough that my sister's future has been destroyed. I didn't need to make it worse by destroying mine as well. But if he hadn't been in my pocket, if he hadn't cared enough about me, to offer me that advice. Better yet, if I wasn't open to listening to him, I wouldn't be up here speaking with you today. And probably wouldn't have been the first person in my family to graduate from college. So remember the important role your pocket plays in your success. Listen to the voice of reason from those who care about you. Let it guide you when you come to that inevitable crossroad in your life. And be ready to serve as the voice of reasons for others when they come to their personal crossroads. That's right. You may be part of somebody else's pocket. And you may need to step up and care enough about them to play an important role in their success. As you go forth from today's celebration and begin to create your personal dynasty, keep these lessons in mind. Always expect greatness from yourself and everyone around you. Continue to dream big and have faith in yourself. And watch out for each other. Be sure to get and keep the right people in your pocket. If you do this, you will not only succeed in creating your own personal dynasty, but you will help others create theirs as well. When I was leaving Eastern, I wanted to build my dynasty here in Detroit, as I was a member of the Detroit Lions, for which I was for 4 seasons. But as you know, life doesn't always go the way that you plan it. But I didn't let anything get in my way. When I was leaving the Lions, I was told that I wasn't smart enough, that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't talented enough. But I believed in my dreams, and my dreams circled me to my hometown team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, where I was a member for 11 seasons. As I congratulate you, the class of 2015, I applaud your efforts and your successes. But today is the start of your personal dynasty. You go out there and make your dreams come true, and one day, you not only will be able to hoist 1, but 2 sticky Lombardis. Congratulations, class of 2015, and as always, go Eagles.